Hello, how are you? Today is day 6 of our sensory play activities. So we're going to make dirt. This is edible dirt, so it's really good in your play trays, particularly construction ones. Oh, it could be anything, garden ones, bug ones. So it's made of corn flour, we colour it with cocoa powder, and then we just add in oil, which is behind me here. My bottles look a bit worse for wear, but it still does the job. Alright, so we'll play with these later and I'll show you this pack later. Oh no, I'll show you now. So we cut out these bits and pieces. You can laminate them if you want to, then use pop sticks so you've got a set of signs and bricks and under construction work. I've printed all these onto A5 instead of A4 just because it fits under the camera. We can then set up a sensory tray with the dirt and hide our letters. I probably wouldn't recommend doing the full alphabet because that's what, 72 different pieces. So maybe hiding 3 or 4 letters at a time and matching up your uppercase and lowercase. So you cut out the card and then cut it in half. So you got the full alphabet there. Then you've got a cutting activity. I've used these for puffy paint as well. So you can use it for anything you want to. But you've got the outline there of a truck and craft. Cutting. So starting at our green dot, going through to the red. So using our helping hand to hold the paper and our cutting hand to cut. And then there's a poster in there as well, which again, if you print at A4, is a bit bigger. Anyway, so we'll play with them. I'll probably play with that one and that one. We'll leave the rest for now. I'll just put them over here. All right, so we need our corn flour. I haven't put on here, sorry, I've told you what you need. I haven't put the quantities. Purely depends on how much you want to make, how big your play tray is. You could have a little cake tin, or you could have the giant Kmart tray that doesn't even fit under this screen. So I'm just gonna chuck in that. And I use this over and over anyway in my different play videos. So I'm not too bothered. Because it's just oil and corn flour and cocoa, sorry, I'm not doing that very safely while I'm talking. It's not gonna go off. So you can just chuck a lid on and you're good to go for next time you want it. It smells good too because you're doing it with cocoa. All right, I'm going to, hang on, we'll mix that together. So we just put the cocoa in till you get the color that you want. I like the darker colors. I think it will go a tiny bit darker as well when you add in oil. We'll see. This one's a good one to do with your kids because you're not adding boiling water, like to get them to do and mix as you go. You're not adding boiling water or anything that will do them harm. Hence the edible dirt as well. I really don't like that bit. I don't mind when it goes crumbly. I just don't want the goo on. I'm making a right mess. Goo on my hands. All right, so we're just going for that crumbly consistency. Which I'm not getting just yet, other than my finger. Really should have got a spoon. You can understand the sensory element here. It'll be interesting as well as you go through these activities with your little ones, because there are the 32, which ones they like as far as the feel of. Oops, sorry, bumped the camera ring there. And then which ones they don't. So I'm not a huge fan of the gooey bits, but then I love playing with the corn flour and bicarb soda when it's either cloud dough or snow. Really don't like the feel of sand or salt, but they're just my own weird sensory issues. So some of your kids will love the messy ones, like with the oobleck we did the other day. Some will love it in the bag where their hands aren't getting gross. Others will love it you know, in a tray where they can get right into it. I love playing with oobleck, go figure, because it doesn't stick to my fingers, I suppose, or get under my fingernails. All right, there we go. So we've kind of got that. If you squeeze it, it's a bit doughy, but then it crumbles again, yeah? Can you see that well enough there? So it kind of forms together and then crumbles into a dirt again. If you want to add more texture to this, which I'm not going to today because I think I'm using this for something else, one of our other activities, but you can add in biscuits, crumble up biscuits for rocks in your construction tray. Actually, I'll show you one I've done before. I do have it behind me. And I just want to get that bit mixed in. Yeah, well, because I've got oily chunks on the back of my fingers. All right. Half stayed in the bowl. There we go, hang on a sec. So this is one I've done before that I just haven't cleaned up basically. So you've got your dirt in the background here, and that's got added, oh, I think they were old protein balls that I found in the pantry, the mix that I didn't end up making. So that's just, it would have gone in the bin anyway. These are some weird Vitabrits biscuits that I wasn't going to eat. This is sand, so this play tray is no longer edible as soon as you add the sand element in, but you could use polenta instead of sand for that bit. So just to show you, you know, add different bits and pieces in for that extra texture if you're going for a construction tray. All right, I'm going to wash my hands. I'll be back in a sec. Now I've made that much mess under, or on the table anyway, around the bowl, so I'm just going to sprinkle it out. Another fun one you can do in between, I don't think I've got any here. Use your black gaffer tape and then a chalk, you know, the white chalk markers, and then in amongst your dirt, put in the road. So you'd probably put the road in first, yeah, because obviously the gaffer tape's not going to stick once it's had the powder on. But you can put your roads in between for your trucks. And I've got a bit more left in there. You can mix that together. As messy as it is pouring things out onto the table, it really does give them that a bit more open opportunity to, yes, make a mess, but to also use their imagination and spread out a little bit. So that's entirely up to you how you want to do that. I've got my little Tonka trucks. And with our, where are my signs? So let's set up. If you've got Play-Doh around as well, that'll help keep your signs up and in place. I'd probably have all this cut out and done earlier. I'm not going to use all of them. You will get the point. I've also got bugs here as well, because this makes a really good I Spy tray to hide things in. Probably not on the countertop, or just give it to them on the countertop to just go ahead and, you know, see what they do with it. All right, so I've got my strip. I'm going to find paper clips and some Play-Doh. Hang on a sec. All right, so I've got a couple of, I found matchsticks. I've got my sticky tape, which you can't see. It's right here. And I cut out 2 of the different signs. So we want an under construction sign. So I'm just going to use a bit of tape on the back there. And if I get, it's red, oh, hang on, no, I've got brown Play-Doh over here. So I'm just going to roll that into a bowl, stick my sign in, and I'll put it on, can you see that there? All right, my Play-Doh is probably not going to, that'll do. Here, let's put you in the middle there. Doesn't need to stick so much as hold it up. There we go, can you see that? And then this one, we're gonna, is it warden off the area? Is that the right word? You can't talk back to me, but let's just go with that. All right, I'm going to tape that again. Again, probably would be better done not around all the sand, dirt, edible dirt, whatever we've called it, because it's not as sticky. Whoops. Oh, it's sticking well enough. There we go. So I've got my big sign to block off the road, which if we had roads would be good. All right, I'm gonna stick it. You get out of the way. Will it fit all the way across? Maybe. So truck can go on that side. No. There we go. And there. But yeah, well, you can't see that. I'll tip it a little bit. So we've got our blocked off area there. All right. There you go. The cutting one, I'll just show you quickly. So we're using our helping hand, again, bilateral coordination and fine motor skills. And then we've got our cutting hand. If your little one is swapping over, completely fine, leave them be. They'll decide by 7. If you are worried and they're getting towards that, go see an OT and they'll help you out. I said in one of my videos the other week, my boy didn't do it so much with cutting because it's in the middle of the body, but with writing, he would write with one hand, stop in the middle, and then switch over. That is an issue because it's an issue with bilateral coordination actually crossing that midline. So then you need to work on activities, go to an OT and get them to help you out as well. But you need to work on activities where, say, the right hand side of the body is crossing over to the left to complete activities, and this one has to stay still. Yeah, and then the other way around as well. So this one's still, and then the left hand is going over to the right side of the body. I just noticed my nails after mixing this dirt. They look pretty gross. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. This is, yeah, available today on the website. Go have a look and come back tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye. I just remembered I wanted to show you the bugs. So I've got a tray of bugs here. Another thing you can do with it, just because I like showing you a number of different activities rather than just setting it up and going to that effort for one. If you have more of this and a shallower tray, or we could put it back in our tub. I should have done that first. Never mind. Don't worry about it. But hiding our little bugs and bits and pieces. So either giving it to them and having it set up as a bug tray like this is completely fine as well. Or having them hidden and then having to go searching, or you could use it with a paintbrush as well to go searching and reveal the different bugs in the dirt. You can also use it for our garden rocks as well, our garden stones. Anyway, stop talking now. I will talk to you soon. Bye.